What's up? My name is Caden Slovacek, and in this video, I'm going to be exploring a topic that I've always wanted to explore, the kinetics of a kickflip. Before we begin investigating the forces behind the kickflip, I'm going to start by playing the clip of me doing a couple kickflips. Now, I've done a lot of kickflips in my life, and I can tell you from personal experience that it is a very complex thing to do. Similarly, the mathematics of the forces behind the kickflip are also very complex. For this reason, I've created a simplified model of the skateboard in which the deck and base plates are modeled as thin plates, and the wheels and axles are modeled as thick cylinders. On this page, you can see I'm also working under a couple other assumptions that make the calculations more plausible, and I've also found the center of gravity for the skateboard. Now we have everything we need to begin calculating. The kickflip can be broken into 6 main stages, the first of which is the lift. The lift is the portion of the kickflip where the nose is rising before the tail hits the ground. I started by finding the mass moment of inertia of the skateboard about its centroidal y-axis, using the parallel axis theorem for a composite body. Then, I was able to start finding some equations of motion. This is an example of general motion, since the body is translating upwards and also rotating clockwise. So we will use the equations shown in the bottom left to solve for its motion. This leaves us with only 2 equations, yet 4 unknowns. So to actually solve for our variables, we would need to take the moment about 2 extra points in order to get our 4 equations. To keep this video short and conceptual, I will not be solving for the variables. I will only be discussing the forces for the remaining stages. But it is important to note that these are the equations that one would use to solve for the variables at any stage of the kickflip. The second stage is the pop. This is when the tail pops off of the ground, shooting the boards upwards and rotating it counterclockwise. Then the skater slides their foot up the deck, which supplies a shear force that both translates and rotates the board. Then the skater flicks their foot downwards off the side of the board, which causes the board to rotate about its centroidal x-axis and translate downwards. Then, the skater catches their board to stop the rotation. The catch stops the rotation about the x-axis as well. Finally, the skater descends, purely translating downwards. I made a little animation to show these forces in action. Check it out. Even after all the simplifications that we made, you can see that the kinetics of a kickflip are still extremely complex. What I find truly amazing, and the main takeaway of this video, is that skateboarders are incredible. They are able to perform these forces precisely and exactly every single try to land a kickflip. Thank you for watching. Keep kickflipping.